In this lesson, we'll do another progress check, this time focused more on our stretchy legs, making sure they are functioning properly. Okay, so we saw that when we had our stretchy system off, that there was separation in the ankle. And that's not good, simply because we don't want the foot to separate from our character. So as we start to move this control around, we have to find an object that does not separate. And you might have an idea as to what we need to connect this ankle to by taking a look at what happens when we move our control. Take a look at the ankle main nub. You can see how it just stays behind. So that's what we need to connect to. Now the exciting part is, once we connect to that object, since it's tied to both IK and FK systems, we will not have to tie in any expressions to make sure that this works when we move to IK or FK. With our animation control selected, let's go ahead and set the transform back to 0, and we'll get started. This is going to be a really fast fix. So all we need to do is go to our helper that's tied to our ankle chain. From there, we'll go to our motion panel, and let's make sure we're under our position list so we can find our position targets. At that point, we just need to choose Add Position Target and select Ankle Main. Let's go ahead and right-click to exit our target mode, and we'll go ahead and delete the first two targets, IK and FK. Now, watch this. When we go back to our animation control and we start to move this around, you can see there's no separation at all. Everything works just fine. Very exciting stuff. And of course, if we were to turn on stretchy, let's go back to the pelvis and go ahead and enable that, you'll see that it's going to work properly. Very fun. Okay. Now how about FK mode? Let's go ahead and take a look at that. So with our control selected, I'll go ahead and again use transform to 0 to bring it back. We can go back to our center of gravity, and let's go ahead and switch to FK. Let's go ahead and grab our shin, and you'll see that everything is still working great. Let's grab the ankle control. That's also working great. Beautiful. So that again was a very fast solution. We simply want to tie it to an object that will not separate. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the right side. It's going to be done the same way. We just go ahead and grab our helper. Again, PT, DRV, our ankle. Let's go ahead and move over to our motion panel, and let's choose Add Position Target. We know that we need to tie in ankle main. Let's right-click to exit the target mode, and let's go ahead and get rid of the first two weights. Delete, delete. All right, beautiful. So we'll notice that now there will be no separation. Okay, so we're in stretchy mode. Let's go ahead and turn that off. Let's test this out. Always want to get into the habit of just testing out our controls from time to time. That's why we do these progress checks. The worst thing is getting to the very end of the rig only to realize that there's a major problem that's kind of hard to fix. So we just want to check our rigs from time to time and do stress tests just to make sure everything holds up. All right, let's go ahead and switch the leg to FK. We'll grab our FK ankle and start to move that around. Looks great. How about the shin? Fantastic. And of course, we can go ahead and rotate these controls around just to make sure that they're moving properly. Very cool. All right, now that that's finished, we're about ready to attach the flexi line to the legs. What I'd like to do is just a little bit of cleanup work in that for our IK controls, we can head over to our hierarchy panel, and underneath link info, we can make sure that they will not scale. So that's simple enough. We just want to, again, add clarity to the rig, making sure that the animator knows what they can and cannot do with each control. We've taken care of the FK controls already, so we just want to do that for the IK controls. Alrighty, and I think we're good to go here. So once we're finished up, that's going to be the end of this lesson. In the next lesson, we'll begin working on our flexi line, getting that connected to the left thigh.